Yeah. That was a terrible attempt at a 5, 4, 3,
The
2, 1.
countdown, you got to learn the.
Yes, the cadence is yeah. I was like, oh, I'm way off, but
Yeah, that's
um,
all right.
no,
So we're walking in a sitting position today.
yeah. Instead of walks with mom, it sits with mom.
Sits with mom.
Yeah, I mean, at our juncture in life,
Advanced aged.
yeah. Sits with mom is
Yes,
it's definitely
that,
enjoyable.
it is. And I'm not feeling super great today, so sitting is perfect for me. Um,
Yes,
yeah,
don't
and
want to walk anything out of you. That's for sure.
uh-uh, no, there's like nah. And if I have any pillow marks on the side of my face,
Did you
ignore
have a
it.
good? You had a nice midday nap, right?
I did. And of course, whenever you're gonna sneak away from work and go home and nap, what happens?
Everything goes wrong at work.
Radio station went off the air. I'm like, oh God, you
Mm.
got to be kidding me.
Yes, I feel like that's like the role of the universe is like, oh, you're gonna go try to take a little midday nap. You
Yeah.
feeling a little tired?
Yeah, you
Well,
don't feel
everything's
so
gonna
great.
break.
You just thought you were gonna do it. And
Yeah.
so it all fell onto my coworker. And unfortunately, he was already at our radio tower way off in Texas, which, takes over an hour to get to. Um,
Yeah.
and then he had to go the
All the
opposite direction.
way. So you're gonna be buying him some like
Yeah.
goodies,
Yeah, some lunch
bars,
at least.
yeah,
Food is the
lunch.
way to his heart anyway, so that's totally fine. He's pretty easy. Just buy him lunch. He's a happy camper.
What's the way to your heart, Mom?
Video games.
Video games? Okay.
Play video
I
games
thought
with
that
me.
was
Yeah.
I thought that was the answer, but I wasn't I was
Yeah.
like maybe it's changed slightly, so
Nope, it has
uh
not. What about you?
I think the way to my heart right now would be books. If you bought me a good book and like you had a reason behind why you bought me the book,
Hmm.
I-
Well,
then
I mean, I've known that for a long time. Buy Justin a good book, and he's going to be happy. He may never
yes.
read it. He may
I
just
read
sit there.
them. Now granted,
Eventually.
you have bought me made a noise. You have bought me Atomic Habits, and I have not read that book. But in my
But
defense, I have watched like probably 30 interviews with the author of the
yeah,
book. And
so
I've also watched like
you know more than
20.
he knows.
Exactly. At this point, I'm gonna do a rewrite of his book.
Yeah.
Subatomic Habits.
Yeah, exactly. And it's almost now, if you were to read it, you'd be going, what? No,
I
no.
know this
Yeah,
already.
exactly. Not wasting my time.
That's so 2012, bro. I mean,
Yes, we don't have those same habits anymore.
yeah, exactly. Yes. No, that books for sure. Um, yeah, that's the books. And if you bought me tickets to the movies, or something like
Yes.
that, I
Yeah.
think those are
Yeah.
my two favorites. I
Or,
love video
but I mean,
you, but
honestly, just hanging out with me, period, is
is the way to your heart.
yes. So, I mean, you don't have to buy me anything. But
Hanging out.
playing a video game, and that was specific towards you, by the way.
Oh,
Playing
no,
a
yeah.
video game.
Well, we have been playing video games together more often. We've been playing State of Decay
I
on
know.
Sundays, which has
It's
been
been
fun.
fun. We're,
We just did
20.
Sunday, and I was fiending.
Oh, I kicked myself all day long because we missed. We missed on Sunday. I was bummed. And I don't think you understand, because
How
you
bummed
do
you were?
not have a child,
Yeah,
how bad it
true.
was. I was like, oh, my day is ruined. I may just go ahead and slash my wrist now. And I know that it is like a overstatement,
Yeah, just
but but
You
that's how
slipped a
bad
little
I
bit.
felt. I
Wow.
felt really bad about it. Like my son, he was waiting on me. Yeah.
I wasn't waiting on you. I was
I
cleaning toilets at the
yeah,
time.
I mean, you had a very productive day because of it. So,
Nice.
that's cool. That's totally
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
So,
cleaning toilets, caulking showers.
yeah.
Uh,
Cleaning and cocking.
yeah, cleaning and caulking.
Yeah.
So
So did you, because you were describing your cock job
yeah.
to me. Uh, that sounds
Yeah,
awful.
that sounds like,
Yeah. I mean, if somebody is just reading like the
the
subs, the,
captions or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see how the AI
Yeah.
captions grab
Yeah.
that
So
one.
what I mean is caulking,
Yeah,
caulking.
yes. Make sure you like pronounce that
Yeah.
L. So
Caulk.
uh yeah, it was really bad. And my wife is so good at all of the home improvement
Uh-huh.
things. She's the much handier person to have
Well,
around the house than
so
I
I
am.
mean, because you guys like have a coffee shop, and
Yes.
she basically built it.
Pretty much, pretty
Yeah.
much. I stood there and handed her heavy things,
Yeah, yeah, which was nice of
but
you.
yeah. Oh, I was like, what is that? Is that a kid?
Um,
You're at the park? That's
I'm at the park.
you know what it sounded like? It sounded like a cat like fighting
Oh,
another cat or something. Yeah, that sounded so weird. But yeah, she left at the caulking job.
oh, did she?
But she was appreciative of it, and yes,
And hey,
it looks terrible. It looks like I think I described it to you as is it looked like I tried to, like I baked a cake and then I just like slathered
well, like when you
all
put the
over the cake.
icing on while the
Yeah,
cake is still warm,
yeah,
so
that's
it doesn't
basically
go
what.
on uniform. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
that's okay. Saves the walls behind it.
Exactly, and it smells better in the shower. So I'm like, win, just ugly to look at. You just
Yeah,
you turn the lights out, and you don't notice the caulking.
and pull the
So,
curtain. No one,
yeah,
no one needs to know.
no one sees it.
So um, work going fine.
Work's going great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as you pop open another beer.
it's not beer.
What is it?
It's Martinelli's apple juice.
Oh, look
Martin,
at you being so good.
Martinelli's sparkling apple juice. It's
Oh,
delicious. Yeah, it's so freaking good. Drink your apple a day with
that's
Martinelli
nice.
sparkling apple juice. Yeah. Work's fine. Who cares about work, Mom?
Yeah.
I'm here to try to talk to you about the good shit that you've
Okay.
been
Well, the whole reason I brought up
just.
work is just because your work was going to, part of your work today involved you were going to stream a video
Oh,
game for work.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I went on Twitch and I
yeah.
wanted it to be a surprise because I was going to join your Twitch stream. And I changed my, I set up a whole new
Yeah, that's
user.
one. You probably
I
couldn't
opened
figure
up
out
a
how to
new
log
one.
into the old one, and you're like, oh shit, let me just make a new one.
Exactly, I did. And
Yeah. That's
and
what I
it's
told my coworkers that you probably did. I was like, well, she probably forgot the passwords to one of our 50 million Twitch accounts that we've
yes, we
made
have a
together.
lot of Twitch accounts. And then after I set up the new one, it said, no, you
Yeah.
already have an account with this phone number. I'm like, well, you bitch.
Yeah,
Fine. Then pull up my account.
yeah, exactly.
So
Yes,
anyway, yeah. So my new Twitch handle is Justin's mom's.
yes, mom. Justin's mom's with the Z, of course.
Well,
You gotta.
because you had to add extra stuff to it to make it work.
Hmm.
So
No,
apparently
no.
there's already a Justin's mom on there.
Who would have thought?
I know.
Yeah, no. I was sitting in Discord with my two coworkers. We were about to we were trying to go live. We were running into technical issues because, of course, that's what happens
That's
every
what
time.
streaming is all about.
Yeah. Streaming is like 35% actually going live, 75% or 65%
Screaming
just
and testing and
yeah,
sweating. Yeah.
exactly with technical difficulties. But then all of a
Uh-huh.
sudden, like I think this is your mom. Like I was like, somebody just followed our channel called Justin's Mom, and I'm pretty sure it's got to be your mom, Justin. That's like I said, I'm probably sure that is also my mom. But
Thankfully,
well,
you'd
you
already
can.
told them about me. So
Yeah, I did. You could, but we're gonna try to redo it tomorrow, so you can drop
okay,
by the stream tomorrow
okay,
if everything goes well and people can get a laugh out of Justin's mom join the chat. But go unfollow the channel so that way the follow will come up
okay,
tomorrow.
okay.
Stream.
Oh, I'll
Yes.
do that. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah.
Yes. We
Um,
got alerts and all that good stuff. So
well, I thought, oh man, I screwed up because I think you're using your zero cool.
yes, I think yeah, I don't know, I use
Yeah.
it some I don't know.
Yeah. Because I saw it in one of the old streams and I'm like, I should say zero cools, mom.
It's your cool's mom. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but people are like, who's Justin? No,
Yeah.
they call me
They
Justin
call
on the
you
street.
Justin.
But yeah, they don't call
Okay.
me Zero Cool.
They don't call
Uh, yeah. But mom, I got to know. We haven't talked about so
we
there's been
haven't.
three episodes. We briefly talked about it, but there's been 3 episodes now of the new Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. We talked about the first one. I know you love
I
you
do.
love the first one. I think
Well,
I love the first one as well.
yeah, the first one I think I loved the most one because it was
Yeah.
all about Rick.
Yep.
So, and I got to see him,
For the
it's been a
first time
while
in a long
since, yeah. Um, and then, now, as in true Walking Dead fashion, shit is going wrong
Yes.
as per usual.
Shit is
Um,
going.
nothing can ever be easy or just happy. Um, it's, yeah, it's, so I liked the episode. I watched it twice because the first time
Okay.
I watched it, I really didn't like it at all. So I liked it
Which
a
one?
little bit better the second time.
The third one or
The third one.
this? Okay. Have you watched all of the episodes twice?
No,
No. Okay. So you only watched the second one time.
just one time.
Okay.
Yeah. So how can I do a true good judge on that?
I think I've watched. I think I watched them all twice. I think I even watched. I think I watched the second one twice. Maybe not. No, I did. I watched it twice. Yeah. Are you
there
trying
we
to move
go.
around?
Yeah, I'm trying to move so that the wind keeps the hair out of my face.
Well, yeah. I was trying to move because the sun is even though the sun is obviously behind me here, but man, it is bright today.
It really is. I mean, it's like I can barely see your face just from my end. There, I can see your face, and that's a lovely face.
Just the extreme zoom in.
Yeah, nothing wrong
Um,
with that. So what did you think about the episode, though?
I think I've come to the conclusion that I just really love Andrew Lincoln, and he makes up so much for everything. Like he can make up for a lot of faults and failures with whatever material he's being given in The Walking Dead. And so,
Because go ahead.
oh no, I mean, yeah,
I know, and it's just. Did you notice that it's like some of the same lazy ass Walking Dead writing again?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just like, don't get me
It's like
wrong, I'm
okay,
enjoying the show, but I'm also at the same time I'm watching a show on Netflix. It didn't originally air on Netflix, but that's where I'm watching it, and it's that's where most everybody's watching it now, called The Tourist. And I'm also watching Shogun, and
yeah,
I'm watching the Halo season 2. Now,
yeah,
out of those three, Halo season 2 is the weakest of the three,
yeah.
but still, it's
It's
been
awesome.
it's been really getting me into this last episode of Halo, the most recent as of March, whatever the day is, the 13th or something like that, Wednesday, March 13th, when we're recording this. So like last Thursday's episode, that was the weakest of the bunch. That was like my least favorite, but every other episode of Halo has been like a banger. Shogun is just top-notch television. You're just like, it's riveting. And then The Tourist is just like, The Tourist to me feels like watching Breaking Bad for the first time.
Oh my God, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, it's
That's high
just so,
praise.
yeah, it's so fun. It's so just crazy. It's not as good as Breaking Bad. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not as good. Oh, it's a beautiful picture right there. Um,
I had to walk down here to show you that.
I love that. But yeah, like, so I'm enjoying The Walking Dead, but I think I'm most enjoying it just because I get to see Andrew Lincoln's portrayal of Rick Grimes week to week,
Yep.
and I miss that so much.
I know.
But everything else, I'm just kind of like the Beale
Hey,
guy, like the main commander dude.
yeah.
Like he hasn't done anything. Why would I be scared of him? Like I'm not
No,
now.
are we supposed to be scared of him? That's what I want to know.
I
I mean,
think
is he
so.
supposed to be a governor, a Negan bad dude, or is he a
I'm,
benevolent?
well, we know that they're doing bad stuff. You know that because they dropped that gas or whatever on Michonne and Nate and the two other folks that little group that
Yeah,
basically
that
was
we fell in love with.
yes, I did. I really love Nate's character, Nate Danger, whatever. But or Nat. I think it was Nat. Was it Nat or Nate?
Nate,
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
I don't either.
But that their whole like little caravan thing. I don't know if you saw the TV show Station 11 or read the book, but that was like a whole riff off of Station 11, almost exactly. Like I'm like, did they just get all the same props and everything and
Yeah,
just like
they,
moved
because
over?
once the season was over, they just bought all
Yeah,
that stuff cheap.
yeah, exactly. They're like, well, because Station 11 was only it was a it was a mini series or a limited series, like so that
Yeah,
was one and done. But literally, like it was just this, post-apocalyptic world. It was a caravan of they would go from place to place and put on like plays and theatrical performances and things like that.
oh, is that
Um,
only one?
yeah, it was only one season. Yeah, the book is great too. Like I read the book and watched the show. It was they were both really really good and like different enough interpretations. Like where it was kind of nice that you could watch both of them.
Yeah,
Um, and be and be
because I
pleasantly
started Station
surprised.
11, I just didn't finish it.
It's good. I mean, it
Yeah,
was of course it's not like it's not a zombie apocalyptic like post-apocalyptic thing.
right.
It was it was still had in some intense moments, but you're not going to be running away from zombies, and people weren't just like eating people like the
Yeah, but
cannibals
there
and
was
all
some
that.
bad shit happening in that show, right?
Yes, yeah, there was definitely some bad shit happening in the show.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so I I didn't like how they are like having Rick more or less like that one scene in the third episode where I understand why he did it. Like I understand he's like Michonne is so thick headed, she just won't listen to me. So I'm gonna have to tell her like we're over, we're done.
Right.
But that's not the thing. I mean it's just like I don't know. The some of
Have
the
an
stuff
honest conversation and say, look,
yeah.
we'll figure something out. But at this point, they're going to kill our family and
Yes.
all of our people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Michonne got
Uh,
away so easily. Like Rick had to chop his own hand off to try to get away. And yet Michonne, the first night she's there, like she's able to escape. Now, granted, I understand it's because Rick was on the inside and all that kind of stuff. But I'm like, man, they made it real easy to escape.
especially when you think about the fact that they didn't trust her.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're
Yes.
not trusting her,
Yeah.
yeah. So exactly, it's some of the lazy parts that really get on my last nerve. That everybody else dies around them,
Yeah.
and they walk out.
I don't mind that so much, like because I feel like that was the thing that in the main show, they just weren't like it's like nobody was dying anymore, like everybody was a main character.
Yeah.
Um I think that they've done a really nice job writing these characters, these side characters that
Oh,
we only see one episode and we fall in love
and we
with.
love them.
Yeah, Okafor was great.
I mean,
Nate
very
was
strong with that
Mhm.
writing.
Yeah. That stuff's been really good, and I've actually enjoyed the fact that it's like they're not afraid to kill their darlings, in that one episode. So
Yeah, they did a really great job of making us love them and then
Yeah.
break our hearts.
took them out.
But I didn't. Okay, this is me just being super nitpicky, I guess. I thought
Left out.
Rick was the pilot. Was he not the pilot of the helicopter?
He was, yes.
Then why was he not piloting the helicopter in this last episode at the very end of it? Because he wasn't. And they ended up falling out the door.
Which I'm like, how are they going to get out of that?
Yeah,
I mean, we'll find out. But
I guess I'm assuming we will.
well,
It'll
we already
turn
did
out that
find
they're not
We'll pick-
very. Yeah, well, I mean, we did see a preview for next week, so they're still alive.
yeah, still alive.
But I'm like, wait, he's been the pilot all this time, and now suddenly there's a storm, and he's not the pilot anymore. Let's give it to second person in command.
It's true. Yeah, there's
And I guess part of it is because he is sexy as hell being the pilot of a helicopter. I'm sorry. And so I'm like, don't get me all riled up and wound up about it and then take it
Yeah.
away from him.
and put him in the back.
It's like, come on now. So, and Rick looks really great in that uniform. He always looks good in a uniform.
He does. He looks good in his jacket. Oh, his
Yeah.
CRM jacket.
Yeah.
The uniform.
He looks very, very good. So,
Is there anything that you're like with the show? What's your excitement level to like? Because there's only 3 episodes left, right? It's only a 6 episodes
Yeah.
season.
Yeah. I'm so with it being a short season, I'm kind of like a limited series.
Yeah. You just struggled there.
I was just trying to get to a place where I can see out of my hair. And this is me going, oh, it's not even windy here, Justin. It's not windy at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I walked out and I'm like, wow, it's so windy here. And you're like, yeah, it's not windy at all.
It's not bad at all here.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm expecting for the end to be. I know you felt like you had an ending, and I'm super curious what you think that's going to be.
Well, I don't know if I like at first I felt like after episode 2 when they made Rick kind of like they made him look weak, like he's been just beaten down by the CRM. Like there's just no hope for him anymore of his old life. And then, when Michonne comes in and she can see that, she sees that like, oh man, my man, whatever the Shoto Dino.
Dito.
I don't understand that at all. I don't know if I
don't
missed
either.
something. Okay, I was like, I was hoping maybe you.
No,
I was like, something happened in the later season? Because I watched up until Michonne left. So I have no clue what's happening with that. But
and see, I don't know. At first, I thought this is some other leader of a group, but I almost feel like that this is some kind of little.
It's just names, I think, for Judith and
Judith. RJ.
RJ, yeah, like that's all I thought it was. But but anyways, I the way that the second episode went, and you could you could see these little seeds being planted of Rick is beaten down. Michonne still has all this hope, all this just grit and determination, and Rick's grit and determination has just been ripped out of him that it was going to be this situation where, yeah, like Rick was going to die at the end, but I don't even know if like Michonne, if like they were still going to be together at the end, you know? Like, was she going to basically, I didn't think they were going to go so far as to like, you know, Michonne has to kill Rick or something like that. That would have been stupid. But it
Well,
was
that'd
one
be
of the,
one way to make me completely hate this franchise.
that's true. I mean, they've done their darndest
Yeah,
with
they have.
the spin-offs and stuff to
Uh,
make you just be like, ugh.
no,
Uh,
I like Daryl's. I'm telling you.
okay. Oh, all right. Well, I'll have to check out Daryl's.
Man, that plane seems like it's right above my head.
Well, watch out if two people just fall out the door. And
Well, if it's a Boeing plane, I definitely got to watch out.
oh, no kidding, doors and screws and.
Yeah, all sorts
Are
of
we gonna
stuff.
have to start asking when we
Oh,
fly?
there's already a website that
Oh, there is.
it's like alternativeairlines.com or something, and it gives you an alternative to every one of the flights that has a Boeing
Okay, so
plane.
let me ask you this. Has this been going on all the time? And
Yeah.
because we just
100%.
didn't have the internet to know about it.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
and I
obviously
mean like
we've had the internet for a long time, but you know,
the whole fact that the whistleblower wound up dead, like what? Yeah. Sorry. We're getting way off topic, but that's definitely going to be a TV show
yeah,
down the road.
yeah.
But yeah, that was wound up dead like 2 days ago or something like
Oh,
that.
see, I didn't hear about that.
Oh yeah. It was like, and they had video of him like literally from a day before, like, you know, he was like ready to testify and all this kind of stuff, but yeah, he wound up dead. But going back to the show, I'm enjoying it. Uh, I'll be curious to see where they go. I've heard that the fourth episode is like the second best of the first four episodes, like being the first one being the
Okay.
best, being the second best, and a lot of people are saying it's like really, really great. Um, I haven't seen enough of Beale. Um, the Thorn character, you know, I don't know. There was some interesting moments, I guess, with Thorn. You know, when she took Michonne out there and Rick was about to shoot Thorn. I don't know. I just don't know what they're doing with all these characters like Jadis and Thorn.
I think
I
they
don't.
had to include Jadis
Yeah, they
just
had to
for
do something with Jadis
right.
so I could figure it out.
Yeah.
Like how they connect the two from.
Okay, so can I tell you what my favorite part of the episode was?
Did Rick? I'm trying to remember if Rick was like shirtless or anything. So I don't think that happened. So, but what was your favorite part?
When he told Jadis what a shit haircut she had.
Oh. Yes, that was a great line.
Yeah.
So
I just
you're
thought, man, that sounded really honest.
What did he say? Like you're something with the
Something
shit.
along the lines of, you know, I think it was basically him saying, no, you know, you're okay. You
Yeah.
just have a shit haircut. Especially when you just saw her, and she had that long hair, her long,
Yeah.
pretty curly hair, and I'm like, oh wow, she's cute.
Yeah, it looked good.
Yeah, and then she put a bowl on top of her head and shaved all the way around it, and it's not pretty. So,
That
well,
haircut's
I was hoping that you were going to have an answer for me on where this was going to all end up.
My biggest question right now is it going to end in 6 episodes, or is it just going to, this is just the first season, you know? I think that's where my head's at right now. Is I don't feel like it's going to end this season.
Okay.
I don't think in 3 episodes, like, all right, episode 4, they're on the run, they run into like problems, yada yada, like normal walker problems, maybe something like that.
Well,
They're
because
gonna
they had set it up for a lot of walkers coming towards the town. They set
exactly.
that up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they're gonna have a big walker skirmish, and that's probably why maybe a lot of people love this episode because it gets back to like
Oh,
the
people
old
loved
days.
this episode?
No, episode 4. Episode
Oh, okay. I
4.
got
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think people liked episode 3, but maybe not as much as like episodes 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Sun is bright as hell.
I know. That's why I had to keep moving.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, if I move it.
I mean,
Just-
I don't even think I'd be worried about a huge horde of walkers because obviously Michonne can take them all out. No one is needed.
Oh, that's better.
I mean, have they not kind of made it seem like she's a one man?
Did she beat Rick Grimes' record, his 68? I did like that little nod up there.
Oh, see, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was right where the consignees have to, stab.
Oh, is that what that was? I'm like, why the crap does it say 68?
He graduated in 68. So
Yeah. I'm like, well, he wasn't born in 68.
they were really about giving this graduation year. No, that was his Walker record.
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's why she kept like looking back up at it, because which I think that's probably my biggest complaint with the show thus far
What's that?
is how stupid they made Michonne's character in the show. Like, she knows that she needs to like go under the radar, but yet she's going to just like, I mean, she literally killed another walker with another walker's head.
Head.
Now, granted,
Exactly.
I fucking loved it.
It was
bad.
super cool. That
Yeah.
poor girl thought that somehow or another Michonne was going to try to hurt her or whatever, and
Yeah.
and instead she's telling her to duck, and
Yeah.
that was a badass kill. There was some badass kills all the way around, like the
And that stupid bomb thing that they like, I'm like, what is this? Like, they have that you saw that scene in episode I think it was the end of episode 2 where Michonne sees like the full operation, and because it's meant to be this like shot of like, holy shit, like the CRM knows what the hell they're doing. Like, they're not just some little Alexandria, they're not
Right.
some whatever the Negan's place was called. But then they go, the only way they can get rid of these zombies is some like bomb that they have to push like a wheelbarrow. I'm like, what the crap is that? So yeah, those are the two things for me, where it's just like, okay, Michonne is not dumb. Why are you writing her this way? You are literally writing her into all these
Dumb.
problems.
yes.
And
Okay,
they're so obvious.
that's the thing that when I was talking about their Walking Dead writing,
Yes.
you set things up,
Yes.
you tell us who they are, and then you make them do the exact opposite.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a professional writer or anything over here, so like we're both playing like armchair writer quarterback.
Most definitely. Yeah.
But I just feel like on their level, all of these problems that they're having, they're just not intelligent problems, and it's like these characters have survived so long, they would not be done like this,
Right.
and I think just the threat of them, the fact that they know everybody, like because of Okafor's writings about Rick and all that kind of stuff, the fact that Jada still has it, and just like the sheer threat of the power of the CRM, you don't have to like write into all these. I mean, it feels like some laugh track type writing shit, there's already enough threats we don't have to add to it with these like idiotic moves,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's like my biggest complaint where I with 6 episodes, I don't think that they needed to do all that, you
Right.
know? You could have
I
had
mean,
some just
she needs to
tight,
be as much like Carol as Carol has always been. Total
yes,
badass, but you can
yes,
just play the submissive stupid
yeah, yes,
when
and
you,
like it it would have been I would have liked it much more in this episode had that one chick that you're talking about where Michonne throws the walker's head into the
Mhm.
other walker. If we find out that she was like a plant or something,
yeah.
like doing stuff like that to me makes more sense. And then yeah, like the whole whenever she goes into the city and the guy's like, "Yo, what's up, Michonne? What's up?" Like, "Oh, you're Michonne," and all
You're
this.
Michonne, yeah. Oh, and Carl and Judith. And I'm like, isn't your name supposed to be D or
Dana, yeah, Dana.
Dana? Yeah. And
Yeah.
that I thought was pretty stupid too.
Yeah, and it's like, of course they would go in the city. Like, why would the CRM, like, because that was like the whole thing is they were, they can't come in the city. What do you mean they can't come in the city? Like,
they go wherever they want.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I all that nitpicky aside, and if anybody's watching this at this point,
And they're thinking, man, y'all are a couple bitches. No,
yeah,
that's not
exactly.
it.
Yeah, I'm still excited each week for the show. It's just I don't feel like it's held up to that first episode. I was like, damn, that first episode was some good shit.
If this is how it's going to be for 6 episodes, then
Yeah.
man, it's going to be unbelievable. I was pretty excited about it. So yeah, and then it went back to pretty much normal TWD kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
I'm still happy it's there.
Same.